Live reporting from 100 G's Armory and Charleston Nerf Life Club. Here it is, 100 G's with my latest commission. And man, will I tell you, it has been a doozy. This gentleman hit me up on Etsy and he was saying that he wanted something special. So I asked him what he wanted. He said he wanted a rapid strike Hyperfire integration with rhinos for the pusher and all these different things. So I couldn't find the motors that he wanted. He wanted 180 size 3S lipo rhinos for the front for the flywheels, and then he wanted Maytest Metal Rhino 130s for the pusher. And I just had the hardest time. I ordered some from Blaster Tech, from Australia. It's taking too long to get here. I'm already like 2 days behind the deadline. So a good friend of mine, Evan Williams, had the Rhino pusher, and he let me get it. So now I was able to go ahead and make this build happen. We got LEDs in the flywheel cover, as you can see when I rev the trigger. On the other side, I have a voltmeter, which also computes when I rev the trigger. Mind you, I've been using this battery all day for testing, and I think I warred with it the other week too. But anyway, all in all, I think the blaster came out pretty well. This is probably, I think, some of my best body work. I'm working on the polycarbonate in the front. I got it shaped like how I want to and bolted in. I'm going to take it off, sand it down, make it frosty, and paint it flat black. And connect this up to an XT60 connection, because that's what my commissioner wants. And then I should be on, on up and up. Throw some clear coat on it to seal it up real good, and it should be good. There's a couple of things I left off because I thought that they would like interfere with the way the blaster looks. Like the sling point connection here, I was like, there's no use for that when I have a sling point here and a sling point there. So leaving that off. I got the batteries for the not the batteries, the wires for the voltmeter running through where the jam door would usually be at. So I'm pretty sure there's a better way to wire this, but this is the way that I came up with. So I'm gonna leave the jam door off. He could see whatever jams he has and just stick his finger in there. Plus it's orange. I would either have to paint it black, and then the rubbing would eventually make it chip anyway. So it's to me, he didn't give any specifications, so I think it's better that way. As you notice, this is my signature red, black, and blue stripes paint job. I sold a stripe on my Etsy account with the same paint job, and that's where he got the idea for having me to do the build. And just to tell you the truth, when the commissioner actually approached me with it, I declined, just because this is my first time doing LEDs, my first time doing a voltmeter, and I didn't have very much confidence in myself that I could do it. And the commissioner was like, well, there's a lot of YouTube videos about how to do it. Can you at least try? And I was like, you know what? Since, there's so many other people you can ask to do this build for you. You want me to do it? So I'm going to go ahead and knock it out. And that's what I did. Like I said, it works pretty well. As you can see, my battery is pretty much drained. From what I read on Out of Dart's Etsy page, he was saying that these motors, the Helverines, they work better when they're on a 3S LiPo that has a 65C output. I only have 30C LiPo batteries, so it's not working to its full potential as of right now. So, and then it's halfway dead anyway, because I'm only getting 10 volts out of my 11.1, and I used to have like 11.4 at one time. I remember when I first hooked up the voltmeter, but it's just constant testing, taking it apart, putting it back together, making sure none of the wires are crimped and things like that. I have a fire-in demo after I charge my battery and put the clear coat on it and paint this front piece. I have a nice fire-in demo when it's all, nice and ready to ship, which will be on Monday. But this thing is screaming. And that pusher is like sending recoil through the whole gun. I love it. But thanks so much for listening. It's 100 G's for 100 G's Armory. Check me out on Etsy. Check me out on Instagram. Check out Charleston Nerf Life Club on YouTube. We have like 1,000,000 war videos. We got a couple of overviews on there. Check out my boy Kelly Felder at Kelly Felder on Instagram. Check out Nerf Life on Facebook. We out here.